I haven't. It's too quiet. Hello. Hello, Stephen. Hey, someone's here.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, man?
Well, I turn up. I'm good.
Oh, God. Thank God. I'm so glad someone showed up.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Once again, imperfectly timing things. I do a lot of imperfect timing.
Yeah.
How you been, Jack?
I'm all right. Hello, and welcome to Let's Drone Out. Tonight, you're joined by everyone's favourite moustache, Stephen.
Hello and good evening.
And I'm Brighton Till I Fly. Failsafe, I sent you a link on Discord if you want to join us. Clive was first in the chat. John H was here second. Caroline Tyler, I am so sorry about mispronouncing your name. I just kind of like read things automatically. Curry Kitten is in Cape Town. And then sliding, after that, fourth is Ryan James. Lurgy's here. Win, hello, how are you? I need to call you again. Finley's here. Hello, how's it going? Audio Geek, hello. How you been, Stephen? You're back, I see.
I'm all good. Yeah. I was just fiddling with the lights over here. It's been nice. I've had a lot of time off work. I've been kicking it for a few weeks, enjoying the sedate life of flying stuff, fixing up a lot of broken hardware, plowing my way through some video games that I've been meaning to play for years and years. Yeah, it's all been nice.
I have been playing with this
spaghetti.
I know, spaghetti.
What is it?
So it's
What is your spaghetti?
It's the SkyStars ESC, some Eco Motors, the board that you gave me and the VTX you gave me, and that is Runcam Racer.
And
is
it working okay?
I'm just waiting on a frame. I can't buy any frames. Well,
You've given up on your old frames, your reserve quads. It's always agonizing when you've got those history pieces and you're like, oh, I don't really want to take them apart.
Well, guess what I found? You've got a choice. You've got a small 180, for your little mini retro, or you've got a bigger, so you've got like a 4-inch. It might do 5, I'm not too sure. Or you've got like up to 6 inches. So
do not give me any more quads, because
KC.
That looks. Oh, is this going to be a failsafe retro build? Whose retro build is this?
No, this is for you.
I've already got a retro quad happily up there. I haven't got around to flying it nearly as much as I should have.
Oh, but you're talking about my one that you're going to give back. Yeah, well, this is a retro frame to go along with your retro camera.
I did some organization, and I took them all down and did a group photo over Christmas. I think
that was horrendous.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I managed to get them all on the pegboard after that group photo, which I'm quite happy about.
Can you show the photo just to show people the illness?
Yeah,
that is
the illness.
You're
going to have to just give me a second.
No man could fly. You can only fly one of them at a time.
Yeah, it's out of control.
Yeah, that
it's a disease. Yeah, absolutely. You just, what about this? Oh, well, maybe what would it be like if I change this little thing? Shall I change it? No, just build another one. Just build another one and build another one and build another one and build another one. And if you carry on like that for, well, not any amount of time, considering like how long Jack's been doing this, but for me, as I just mess around these tabs, for me, it didn't take that long, and I ended up with a pretty epic collection. Let me just present this.
Hey Richard, how you doing?
That screen. And so this is the zoo.
Oh my!
And those are all running Betaflight, even the weird ones that you think aren't, like the Cyma X3 that's got Betaflight F3 board in it. the Hubsan H107D that should not be running Betaflight. Yes, it is. That's running an
No
Eachine
way. A brush.
brushed F3. Yeah.
Oh my
So there's
word.
3 brushed quads on the front row. Everything else is brushless. And pretty much everything is on the latest release. There's a couple of F3s that I've held back, but pretty much all of these are running Betaflight. If not 4.4, then definitely 4.3.
Yeah,
Except for the obvious one in the center row, center back.
I know.
You can tell I like micros though, right? There's really not much space to fly anything other than micros around here, so micros are the order of the day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
So me and Failsafe were chatting afterwards, and we're gonna try and kind of get together with you.
Cool. Whereabouts?
Oh, mods, get the spam. Get the goddamn spam.
A promotion of your channel. Yeah, very helpful.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, it's on bloody. Oh no, I just realised it's on
Twitch.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh.
No one watches us on Twitch.
Yeah, we know what we're going to disconnect next.
Oh god.
But yeah, there's a few interesting ones in there, a few bits and pieces. There's a naked Vista in there. I don't know, you can't see my mouse pointer just about. And then one HD0 system. We've got all 3 DJI HD0 and Walk Snell represented here in this collection, as well as a healthy amount of analog as well. It's probably about 10 analog down there. Yeah, all sorts.
Hang on.
Oh,
fluff, my friend.
Yeah, so I kind of looked at this and thought, does this tell me anything about what I fly? And what I've noticed is there's one conspicuous absence from here, and that is cine whoops. And apparently I really don't like flying cine whoops, because the closest I got was to build a 2.5-inch ducted quad, and I just thought, oh, this is terrible. I hate flying this. And I never repeated that. So there's a couple of quads there with split cameras. There's one in one which actually isn't here, that I've been repairing, that's a 4-inch with a split, and there's a Gep RC, I think it's a Signet 3 with a Runcam split, which is quite good fun. And I've done a little bit of filming, but generally I just go for DVR. And almost all of the serious filming I've done is this guy on the right with the orange TPU parts and the blue propellers. And that's enough that I can carry one of those Insta360 SMO 4Ks that Beta FPV did, which is like a stripped down 4K action cam that runs off your LiPo with a Beck. And that works really well for most of the kind of HG footage that I wanted to capture. And I can get something like 8 minutes flying off a 750 Mar 4S, which is pretty nice. So I just cruise around with that and take all the little scenic pictures.
John H says, can you show us your favourite small quad?
Favourite small one? Sheesh. Well, right now, I guess it's the one I fly the most. And so I think it's the same as we were looking at last week, really. It comes down to, well, the ones that are here. I'm flying this Alpha RC, and they are just a clone frame. I don't know what this is a clone of. Alpha RC FI115 is the frame, with Emax Avan 2.5 props. And this guy is an analog build with a baby Ratel. It's got an all-in-one kind of 400 milliwatt standard analog VTX. It's got a Flywoo F405 with a GPS, tiny GPS with a 12 mil wide antenna. And that's just enough to mess around in the park. And the Ratel, I find, is about the best experience that I've had off an analog camera. Just really nice for doing a few stunts. You're not going to be racing on it because it's got WDR. It's maybe a little bit slower than a racer would choose, but it's just a really pleasurable throw it around the park, cruising, mild acro experience. Yeah, so that's the go-to one.
I do need a recommendation of I think it's a 2-inch build or a 2.5-inch build, and the size of motors I've got are 1105.
Yeah, that works okay. My other build using that frame is an 1105. 1 second.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, you might have to send me the link for that.
Yes, these are. I don't think you can buy these anymore. Do you remember you used to get HGLRC Flame purple motors?
Yeah.
Well, that's them on this one with walk snail, which is essentially the same as the one I showed you just now, but it's a digital walk snail build. So 1105 works great. Generally, 1103 you need to go down to buy blades, and anything kind of 1106 is a bit too heavy. Cool.
So.
Oh, they kind of old DYS or something.
What KV? They are 75, I think.
7500.
78, 75.
2S, I guess. Those motors are a bit odd because you can run like a 6000 kV on 4S on a 2.5 inch prop without burning it. But you kind of get to a point where all that extra screaming isn't really making you go any faster.
Yeah.
So I used to run 4S just for the hell of it, just to get crazy like response on punch outs. But after a while, I realized it was kind of just making noise and not doing a lot, which is also what I had today. I was testing out a new board, a Happy Model one with new gyro, and that guy, I'd forgotten on toothpicks. I had buy blades on this. These old, you remember the old bendy prop buy blades that were all the rage a couple of years ago? People were like, oh my word, you can get this new prop size. It's not 2.5 inch, it's 65 millimeter. It's totally different. And you get this kind of prop that was just completely bendy on the ends. And when you went above about half throttle, it just whistled.
Flats out, yeah.
Completely deflected. And so that's what I was trying to figure out today. I was like, why the heck can't I tune this thing? Is it a bad gyro? No, it's not a bad gyro. I replaced the screws into the stack from the plastic nylon ones I had to metal. I was like, oh, why won't you work? Why won't you work? I just want to test this board out. And it was the props. It's the props. I'd forgotten how bad they were. I just had this moment of recollection where I looked at everything on the wall, like everything in this picture. It's like, oh yeah, I don't really have buy blades. Why did I not? Oh yeah, they all the buy blades I had down in 2.5 inch, they'd all flatten out and they were useless. So I only run the buy blades on the really ultralight stuff where I'm not going to be jamming the throttle hard enough to deflect them.
Yeah. I don't know. The guitar pick. I don't know. I'm wondering if I could use a small
NJ's frame.
3-inch Halo guitar pick.
1105 would take buy blades on 3-inch, or you could get some decent chunky tri blades on a 2.5 inch.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like the 3-inch Apex will fit, but I don't know.
With an Apex frame, you're going to be carrying a lot more weight. You probably want to go up to something like a 1404 or even more.
Yeah,
because the Apex 3-inch is pretty much just an arm shrink on the bigger Apexes. That's probably still kind of a 60-gram frame. If you think about the guitar pick, that's more like a 20-gram frame.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I will have a look. Toothpick stack size 25 by 25. I thought it was 20 by 20.
25.5 by 25.5. Having gone through the mill on this one. Yeah, off from the original. Oh, what were they called? Those ancient, the ancient kind of F-Zero boards. Oh, completely blanking on them. The original toy quads that everyone started putting cameras on. Those were 25.5, and it just carried on from there.
It's Blade Dementia. Can anyone say in the chat what it is?
Does anyone know what the original Whoop
Parrot?
was?
Oh, I don't know.
Not Parrot.
I think it's the Inductrix.
Inductrix, that's the one. I was trying to figure this out with Failsafe the other week. I was having serious blanks.
How can you not remember? Yeah.
I think I was always too cheap to look at stuff like that. So one of the reasons I've got this kind of army is you don't have many quads, but you buy like premium components. I buy
Is
garbage.
it called a blade?
That was one of the Inductrix, the blade. I don't know if that was, because Inductrix then went on to do a whole load of open arm designs as well, I think, as well as the original one.
Yeah, I can't get any bloody I can't get the apexes of the lightened hardware unless
Blade
I order
Inductrix FPV BNF. Okay, Richard Warwick from the chat.
Yeah, there it is. Oh my word. Do you remember those?
Can you share that? I remember
Jesse
Jesse Perkins, and yeah.
Hang on. There we go. Look at that. That little nugget. I remember the old like little whip antenna and the tiny battery connectors.
I still want 70 quid for that. That's hilarious.
No reviews. Yeah, like, oh my god. It's because it works with it binds directly to like the Spectrum satellites. There's a satellite, doesn't it? Or whatever it's called.
I've got a 65mm brushed one though. That was at the front of the picture. It was a 75mm, but I actually downsized it to a 65 just to shave off a bit of weight and be able to fly through smaller gaps.
Yeah,
because I wasn't getting great flight time anyway.
Oh look what the cat dragged in.
Look what I've done for Caroline. Put my TV down. There you go. She always moaning. Does it ever go up and down?
Oh, can we get a live display of it going up and down?
Yeah.
How do you do it? Is there a remote for it, or is there a button on the bed?
Just clenches.
Look at that. The height.
Watch the magic.
TV, come ye. I'm gonna leave it up now.
We should play some holy music.
And my Alexa's in there. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello. Sorry.
We getting.
I was a bit late.
That Tony.
Jack was worried it was going to be a no-show. It's just going to be him staring into the abyss.
I know. I thought it'd start on time and be like, no one's here, and see what would happen.
Taking the piss, aren't you? Like, you start on time and everyone else is like, oh, where's Jack? Well, we better wait.
Yeah, I know. I knew people would be here. I was just gonna sit here and that. Yeah, I sent you a link, Failsafe, on Discord. I think I did. I think I haven't got dementia. We want updates on how. Yeah, we want updates on how far have you got the board talking to the ESCs yet?
Want a series of running updates totaling how many fingers you've got left.
Did you see someone on film on Netflix have you talked about it, got hit in the face?
No.
While filming.
Someone in Korea.
Yeah, I quickly just saw something on Faceballs and thought I'd share it with you guys. I don't know who it was.
Have you got, you haven't got a link to the story, have you?
It's in the chat.
I'd not heard of the person. Probably one of these local stars that's massive over there and never made it to our market.
Reject all. Oh, yeah, I've got new tab.
They said they had 20 to 30 stitches, which, I mean, what did they hit him with? Like a freaking X8 Cine rig?
Well, I think it was a Cine Whoop and it had guard protectors or something. I read very, very quickly. So I'm presuming, I don't know, something went wrong.
The actor suffered serious facial disfigurement and his wound required 20 to 30 stitches.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of stitches.
That is, because mine was like 7 in my face.
Got quite a small face though, Tony.
Thank you.
Sorry. A spokesperson for the production team told local media that safety precautions were followed during the shoot, and the drone's propellers were shielded by a protective cover. There was no drone explosion or blades shattering. Unfortunately, for unknown reasons, the drone accidentally hit the cheekbone area of Ko's face and caused injuries. 20 to 30 stitches just with a ducted drone in the cheekbone. I mean,
yeah, it's a bit.
That's a lot.
Failsafe, where are you? What are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you, Stephen Goodall.
Hey. How you guys doing?
I'm all right, man.
Good.
Have you got a camera?
Good.
As Caroline says, when Netflix are paying for the stitches, you get all of them.
Yeah, they're probably really, really small.
There's probably someone going, can we make it more than 30? So it now says 30 to 40 stitches. Can we fit an extra, just a couple in there? Just in the corner. Oh, my camera's seized. Bummer.
It has. Reboots. I need a drink as well. I haven't come prepared.
Yeah, go. Go get a drink. It's fine.
Thank
Failsafe's still trying to figure out how to use a camera.
Yeah.
Radio Master has got a public service announcement. Do you want to cover this, Stephen?
Yeah, sure. Well, my microphone's working at least. Let me just kick that on again. So, yeah, there was a problem, not a big problem, but with the two smallest size of Radio Master's latest premium Express LRS modules. It turns out if you want to go for the crazy high power output, which is what they were advertising, and if you plug in an XT30, then what is happening is you are connecting that battery not just to the module, but to the pin that goes into the back of your radio to the battery. So you are accidentally like passing that battery power back into the radio. And so there's a chance there, obviously, if the batteries are different levels, or if for whatever reason your radio is supplying a different voltage to the regular 2S voltage, then you're going to end up with a ton of current flying through those little pins and something's going to burn out. And normally there's supposed to be a diode in place, so power can get from the radio into the module, but power from the module doesn't go back into the radio. And they forgot the diode, basically. So if you've got the big chunky one with the screen and the gamepad and the embedded Tetris or whatever they've managed to fit in there, that's fine. That's got a diode. But these two smaller versions do not plug an XT30 battery into them. Do not pass go. Just use them at their normal, like 500 milliwatt power output. That's going to get you 10 miles anyway. What are you even doing? What are you trying to do? Are you cold? Buy a hand warmer. That's pretty much the.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't actually know why people. Well, I see little reason to plug an external battery into those modules when they can only do 1 watt, anyways. Like I used to have a 1 watt. What's it called? The Namido RC module, and I just run it off my radio without issues at all. So I guess it might be for some of those smaller radios where you've only got
on your radio
1S battery.
You buy good radios, fail-safe. Some of us buy absolute garbage, like myself with my T-Light. If I turn my T-Light on to 250 milliwatt, it starts beeping at me and saying that bad things are going to happen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Calls me names.
That's fair.
What
are you eating this evening, Failsafe?
Sorry?
What's Failsafe eating this evening?
This is a podcast. Stop eating, you animal.
Yeah, it does get recorded and it goes on.
The editor is just going to be muting him for the whole time. You've got 35 minutes not to eat.
It's been like, I know, let's see if I can find some really crunchy food. Let's
the bonus part of him. Do you know what the good news is, everybody?
What's that?
Guess what Jack bought?
What is that?
50% extra.
Ooh,
extra what?
Extra woofler. More waffles for your money.
The old.
We should go back to fireworks. Can we get fireworks? again.
I
or
think
not?
so. I'm not 100% sure.
I think people like
you
it.
can boil petrol in a pot in your garden all year round, but you can only buy fireworks during the winter. I mean, do what you want.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it works by magic.
He had a beard earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Burnt it off.
The wife
I
doesn't
thought you meant he'd
like it when
actually
I
got
kiss
like
her.
a foam beard and he'd set fire to it.
He had
That
a
would
beard
be
and then lit
terrible.
that, and now it's gone.
Speaking, I got sent Martian McFly. Sent me the
Hello, Martian.
last crap ESC.
Yeah, I keep seeing people getting some kind of weird sticker in there with their buying stuff from you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw Martin got one and sent me one. Thanks, Jack.
Oh yeah. What?
Apparently, you're a movie star.
Sent you a copy of it.
Well, he just sent a picture of what he received, and I was like, "He's a little bastard, isn't he?" I was like, "Yes, he is."
Yeah, I know. I am sorry. It's like you've got to think about it though.
He did give you Vin Diesel's arms, to be fair.
Yeah,
come on.
I made you look so good, but like, guys, if you're listening to this and you're slightly amused by me, if you buy one of these, you get one. If you can't afford to buy one from here, just do us a favor, leave us a comment. And if
and
you've
for our audio listeners, where's here?
It is FPV Exchange, and you're looking for the initial FPV rear RGB LED board. I posted
Are
a link
you
in the
initial
chat.
FPV? Is this your new enterprise? Or have you been initial FPV before?
I've been initial FPV before. Used to be able to find it on eBay, and that was my thing. I own the URL, so I might have to employ L to make me a website. But yeah, if you can't buy one, just leave us a comment about the LED board. And if you've received one by winning one, or you've been a tester, or you've bought one from me directly, and if you like it, leave a comment, thumb it up, share it.
If you don't like
it. Yeah, if you want, Tone.
Well,
there's not much I can do.
Is there?
There might be a couple of other initial FPVs.
Yeah. Well, I was the first one.
The first one initially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. I think I got one. Also, I got one when I got the KK2, and it does look. I've not put it in a quad yet, but it does look really well built. And like the pins on the back to wire it up, stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you can help me out, guys, it'll be appreciated.
I think we should get in touch with the other initial FPV because he's created Jerry the autonomous lawnmower. And Jerry looks pretty cool.
Get him on.
Get him on.
Tone, you drinking rosé?
No, no. I'd never drink that. That's just stupid. I like red wine and white wine, but not together.
Failsafe, have you hooked up the burning question? Have you hooked up the KK2?
I haven't yet. No, I've not got around to it.
Have you not?
It will be this weekend.
Have you not looked at the screen of like intangible?
Oh.
Yeah, like you cannot read it. It's horrendous.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably polarized, isn't it? But yeah, it's completely see-through, isn't it, as well? If you can remove it from the backlight itself, like the white section. But I've not actually powered it up yet. So we'll see this weekend when I actually build it in a quad.
Give it a go, yeah. But it don't help that it's so tiny. You're just going to have to guess the menus by sense of smell. I've done you a favour. At least it's in Quad X format.
Yeah.
That's the least I can do.
Oh, it's quite funny about that actually as well. I went around posting pictures of it in Discord servers. It was like, look at this
What's
amazing thing
this?
I've got about the KK2. And I put one in the Fetic Discord, and it was just me with it next to a Fetic ESC. And then I put it in the Kiss Ultra Discord and ended up getting banned for putting it in the Discord. It's quite funny. I mean, he kicked me and now I'm joined back, but I was just like, screw Kiss Ultra, and I just put the picture of the KK2.
Is he just worried about this no competing products?
I've got the annoying thing is I've got a parcel over there for him, but I can't post it because we've got no international postage. So I might have to let him know that you're not an arsehole and that you're just a dickhead from Let's Drone Out.
He must know that is not a competing product. It's like 5 years old, and if anything,
I think it was the screw Kiss Ultra thing that probably did.
Yeah.
I get a pretty good.
Maybe
it wasn't screw, but it was a different
Who
word.
even needs D-term? Who needs it?
Yeah, I know, isn't it?
Overrated.
Oh, look at this. Caroline Tyler.
What have you found?
Right, double A.
Tony drinking rosé. LED board doing its stuff. Do it.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
That's bright. I like their motors as well. They're quite nice.
Fat.
Are they
Nice
zings?
Nice colour.
No, they're the T-Motor ones, aren't they? With the funny little pyramids on them.
That's really cool.
Interesting.
Does the KK2 support LEDs as well? Probably not.
No, it can't even. It doesn't have enough RAM to type the word LED.
Doesn't it support like a magnetometer, which even now, like, no one's using it? It could run a barometer and a magnetometer.
No,
but like, okay, maybe that was the one you put on this squad instead. Okay. Yeah, maybe this one, because it had that support via Betaflight, whereas KK2 was basically not upgradable. I'm so glad I didn't put that in anything. It really scared me, that board. Like, just looked like something was going to go wrong. I would have wanted a relay switch on the power. That's the only way I would have flown that thing, with like a relay on the power.
Oh,
I could put on my RC link to kill it.
Warning: multi-copters are not toys. Always make safety your priority. Hang on, we need a banner for this safety notice.
Oh, you got it before I did.
When testing on a bench, calibrating the ESCs, remember to remove the propellers. Always turn the transmitter on before the receiver, and turn the receiver off before the transmitter. Use firmware at your own risk.
Turn the receiver off before the transmitter. Damn.
PI editor, no D. No D. Receiver test. Good luck with that. And then there's the mode, self-leveling, or auto disarm. Yes, it will automatically disarm 20 seconds.
It's got some features Betaflight doesn't even have.
And the throttle is set to 0. Note, if lost model alarm is set to yes, then you can't switch auto disarm off. Channel map. No, with a standard receiver, it's generally assumed that you will not map any channels. Yes, swap channels or using order receiver channel map.
Oh no,
this is gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary to fly, scary to use. Like
MPU 650, not even like
650. You mean 6500?
Yeah. 60-50.
Oh, just thinking actually how we can do. You get these like boards where you've got remotes, like a remote switch, like remote relay triggered boards, which they operate with like little controller on eBay. I think they are. Might want to get one of them because then I can just
and put it on a PWM channel. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, cut power
rate,
if it's
high rate.
What's wrong?
400 hertz for ESC or digital servos, low rate 50 for analog servos.
I'm thinking if you run PWM, can you get fancy off the Express LRS PWM and do like a 300 hertz PWM? Because it'll drive 333 hertz PWM. Can you do that?
It says 4. 100 hertz.
Oh, 100 hertz. Okay.
400.
Thought maybe you could cut down on the control latency a bit, tighten it up.
I doubt it. Don't think it was ever. You got
Yeah,
one.
designed.
You got 2 profiles. That's all you've got. And then good luck, mate. That's it. That's all. That's all you've got. That's all the features.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
It'll be fine, yeah.
And there was this feature set that led people to make long-lasting, sensible sort of decisions, like we only need 3 rotors because it's easier if we put yaw on a servo. That was brought about by this feature set, right? So it might be challenging. It might be a bit of a challenge.
Hi GFPV.
Oh,
Joined us in the chat.
GFPV. Name we haven't seen.
But I
in
know
a while.
Failsafe can pilot his way around most things, so I'm sure you do well.
That's it. There's no.
Who's
Have you guys?
pinging?
What do you?
FPV
like-
exchange. Thank you, people.
Here's like a little discussion topic, I guess we could talk about. I'm not sure if anyone's seen. Well, what's been in sort of the FPV news last week was the Orca goggles dropping to $499 or something.
Isn't that the same as the HD0 ones?
Probably, but yeah, like the total price, I think they only reduced it by $50, and it's apparently it's a massive deal. But
Not that
That's
massive.
in the US, though, isn't it?
It doesn't come with an analog module. It doesn't come with
A HD.
no HD. Like I don't even think they have a system. Like, surely they would. I don't know.
Hey, Numbskull, how's it going?
I'm
Hello,
still
Numbskull.
a big fan of the Sky Zone 04X. They're doing
that's
really
like
well by me.
Yeah, and that's also as well the front bit is like all flat, so it's really easy to fit external modules on the front.
This has been done to death, unfortunately. But here's a bit of a news: drone pilot pleads guilty to endangering historic aircraft.
Idiot.
So the incident
Flew
happened
his
at
Mavic
Buxton
up with a
Kival.
hurricane.
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
If you put a bit of zoom on it, I can.
How the hell do I do? Oh, yeah, I know.
Control plus.
Yeah, I know. Is that good?
Yeah, a drone pilot who nearly caused a serious accident at a memorial flight.
Oh,
Cookie
God
warning.
damn it.
Are you doing this from the Buxton News? Because I can get that version.
What's going on, Jack?
I don't know. It
What
just
have you done, mate? It's just gone. It's all gone radio rental. A drone pilot has admitted nearly causing a serious crash at an RAF memorial flight past. Mark Bagley, 49, flew a drone near a World War II plane, which I think was a Hurricane from other reporting. I'm looking at the BBC article here. And it was a Battle of Britain memorial flight. Yeah, here we are. Hurricane carrying out a flight past when the drone was pictured close to its wing. And I think when we say drone here, we're talking about a camera in the sky type of DJI contrivance. There was, of course, a short-term airspace restriction because those Hurricanes and Spitfires fly about as low as a bouncy lawnmower. So, yeah, nothing should have been flying at the time. The drone was seized from Bagley, and analysis showed it was flying over Buxton at the time of the flight past. The police commented the way that pilot flew his drone was unsafe, illegal, and totally unacceptable, which I think we can kind of get with because you've got a fly past. It's not even you're going past an airstrip with predictable kind of straight up into the sky flying. They're doing low-level fly pasts, which is just the most stupid of stupid situations to go and fly in.
Oh, what was he thinking in his brain? Obviously he wanted to get a nice shot, but like, what?
He was at an air show. What was he expecting?
Like, if he'd got it out in front of me, like, don't take that clip, editor.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna. You'd have said something, wouldn't you? You'd have said, "What are you fucking doing, mate? We're at an air show. You can't fucking fly that, you idiot." Yeah, I mean, you just
Yeah.
you just say something. I'm surprised no one said anything. Don't know.
Being flown during the Buxton Carnival in July, and they had a memorial fly past in the carnival by the looks of it.
Oh, okay. Bit different.
But I mean, it's a carnival. You really got to be thinking, why are you doing that over anywhere around a crowd of people? And the fact there's a fly past, and you would have known there's a fly past. These are not stealth aircraft, right? These are big, noisy engines.
They're quite big and noisy, yes. Talking of big and noisy, look at that.
Yeah, I saw a post appeared from one of the kind of X-Class drone racing people showing you shredding past a few gates as well, Tony.
Yes, I think that was our Clive in the chat who done that. But yeah, I got a nice package from Fossil. It's nice.
Look at the size of that.
What
are you running there?
Demon 420. Yeah, 420
That's the
kV.
point. If the editor gets the get it out in front of her, and then look at the size of that, that would be no.
Yeah, do that at the start,
Stephen,
please.
do you want to send something innuendo-y?
I'm all good.
Like
the cheap shots are done. How big is it then, Tony?
I'm pretty big.
Fair safe, you got one?
What?
Just wondering if you've got any questions about Tony's motor, that was all.
Yeah.
Oh.
What would you do with that?
Yeah. Where's the other four? Where's the other three?
Downstairs. It was quite a big care package sent to me. Jack, I'm coming to yours and we're going to start building it with your
Have you got bullet connectors? Have you got wire for it?
We're not doing bullet connectors.
Oh no, just say no to bullet connectors.
We're not going back to KK2 days, mate.
Yeah, but
I've got bullet connectors in here.
Yeah, he's racing.
You want to be able to change them out.
So what ECs you go with?
But they
then?
cost like 200 quid a motor and take him half an hour to swap them. I don't think the soldering's the problem.
APD 120s, I think I've got. Nice. I won them actually. The last X-Class event we went to.
Can you say that failsafe out loud?
Look at the bell on that.
There we go. Oh, the editor.
All right, put all that together.
There you go. That's one to add to
are they the same size? Are you changing the props to go with that, or is it the same size, just a different KV?
Same size, just different KV. 12S for this one.
Nice.
On the new sort of frame.
What voltage is 12S?
A lot.
Without getting the calculator out.
10S is 42, so it's that plus like 8 and a bit volts, isn't it? So 50 volts.
What is it? 4.20 times. Is it 10S or 12?
12.
12. 50.4 volts.
Yeah.
Jesus. You're 10 away. You're 10 away from humans being able to feel that. Like you could just go round. If you had 10 more volts, you just zap people with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but
48 volts, Caroline Taylor.
But when I was in Texas, which I think was probably nearly 3 years ago, they were doing 14S and stuff on there. It was just watching a 5S go, the speed of a 5S, but massive. It was
kind of run out of ESCs to use when you go above 12S. I think only APD do the ESCs. There's a whole bunch that do 12S. You can get like a 12S ESC for not too much money. It might cost you 50 quid, but it's not 200 quid. And then you go up to 14S and all of a sudden it's just APD or nothing. That's it.
Yeah. That's it. There's not many people out there doing it, stuff like that. But I'm going to be looking forward to ripping 12S. I think Stubbsy, the Welsh boys, has just done a 12S Thor. I've seen that. I've seen that a couple of times on
what part of Wales?
I don't know where he is.
I don't.
Down the bottom, I think.
South.
Because they come to Wings and Wheels last year. So I think Stubbsy will be flying his this time, which would be good because there'll be about 7 or 8, maybe even 10. coming, which would be good.
Do you think
If they all
people are going
don't
to start
blow up.
using bigger motors? Because we saw people on X Class, they'd run like 8 propellers and they'd have like center propellers and then outer propellers.
Yeah, I
instead
don't
of big
think
props.
I don't think they're actually allowed to use them in X Class for racing.
Oh, right. That was just a gimmick.
Yeah.
What if he is South? Remind me, can you point him out at Wings and Wheels if I do go? If David isn't totally annoyed at me, we can go and give him some shit.
You got to come down. I think Ryan's coming. You know, Ryan, my mate Ryan.
Yep. I know. It'd be nice to see him like
walking.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen him mountain biking. And we're going camping next month. He's coming down. We're going camping.
No.
He's a bit of an outdoor boy like me, and he likes a bit of camping and all that stuff. So
you'll probably get in your sleeping bag, going in for a laugh. You'll be playing hide the sausage.
There's only one thing going in my sleeping bag. So I can't never do this.
The other, I know it's mirrored. Do you know what? I know it's affected me because, like, if I run into someone who's got something on their face, I point the other, and and I'm like, I'm so used to being on here, like, you know,
that's just wrong. You've done something to your brain.
I know, like, yeah, you just get used to like mirrored.
Yeah, apparently in space it takes about 3 or 4 days. Because you feel like you're upside down, because you know the space shuttle and everything's not. There's no upside. It's just
there's no right way up. Yeah,
no, it takes about 4 days, and then your brain just goes clink, and then you don't feel weird of being upside down.
I was just browsing around, and look what I found. I found T-Motor also do ESCs, and T-Motor do a 24S. Oh yes,
really?
24S Alpha 60 amp 24S. It's a massive aluminium block of a thing.
Can you show people?
Hang on, I've got Clive's thing. Let me do that first. So this is the X Class.
That's the new one I'm having. The one on the far left. That's Martin's new toy.
What, this white one?
Yeah.
Where was this? When was it?
This was Wings and Wheels just gone.
Oh, I missed this then, did I?
Yeah, that's mine in the middle, and I think Clive's or Danny's on the right. Danny's, I think.
So that's Clive's, the middle one.
No, the middle one's mine. It's got Tungsten written on the arms.
Oh yeah, no, duh. That's Clive's.
And then the one at the very end is this one here. Is the one that I'm bringing down to you, Jack. It's a fairly simple build, as you can see.
Yeah, is he finally using cap head screws?
Well, we lose it using big chunky nuts and bolts. Look, I like how the way you can move the arms to different positions.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can have it set up as an X if you want, or have it set up like this.
Look at that,
the Australians
LDO sticker.
Yeah, that's my transmitter, innit? This setup this is how they're running in fast ones in Australia and America. This frame style like this. So see if you, I don't know, you can't zoom in. Martin has actually screwed them. Look, see the ESCs are screwed in, not even soldered.
What the hell with bullet connectors?
So we could do that.
Have you got stuff to do that with?
I don't know.
Oh my word! I've just found some comical motors browsing the T-Motor site. That Demon is a 4220, and these guys have like 160s.
Nice.
I think they're for agricultural drones.
Yeah. It was so windy this weekend. It was absolutely horrible. It was like constant, I'd say 25 mile an hour wind. It broke the big gates down we had. Like they literally snapped in half in the wind, and they were scaffold poles. That's how windy it was horrible. When I was sleeping on the tent on the top of my van, basically just doing this all night. It was fucking horrible, and it was so loud. The canvas flapping, and I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, just shut up!"
Careful with the swearing because the
Sorry,
new...
editor.
No, it's not even the editor now. It's YouTube.
Really? What? You're not allowed
Yeah.
to say? You're not allowed to swear?
Yeah, you're not the
What?
first like 10 seconds of
Oh my
YouTube.
God.
Yeah, they changed all the terms and agreements up. So yeah, you can't do or say anything now.
Oh, it's so just getting.
Can't
ridiculous,
mention
isn't it?
anything.
You
Anything
can't
that
do
might be
anything,
considered
no.
inflammatory. Apparently, you're not allowed to talk about immigrants in a positive light in the UK anymore, or about people specifically crossing the channel in a boat in a positive light. That's all
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
They're all evil demons come to steal our babies and fry them and eat them.
It's just ridiculous. this
Any
whole
other
thing.
discussion is not allowed.
Any views expressed by
Expressed.
our guests?
This is
show
the
are
best race
personal.
of the day you're watching now. This was Danny
Yeah.
and Clive. It was absolutely epic. So
Didn't they
good.
clash?
Yeah, coming up, I think. I think Clive overtook Danny, and then boom, there you go.
Ooh,
Oh,
A bit of one,
bit
bit
of
of the other. It was
Menace,
Nasty one.
Fossil,
so
Richard
good.
Warwick. I
good stuff.
will sort out an LED board offer. Yeah, do you want to show what you found?
Yeah, check out this the monster stuff that's available. I was thinking, I wonder why no one's using bigger motors. And this is a sensible. So it's like a KV 400. Tony's one is like, it's a 420 KV 4220, right? So that's the stator
420
size.
every
20
day.
high, 42 wide. Yeah, stay lean. And so here we are. This is a slightly taller, chunkier one, which is running at 6S with a 14 or 15-inch prop. But then the Beastaroonie, there's this dude, which is 10 centimeters wide, 6 centimeters tall.
Oh my gosh, that's
versus,
massive.
so that's like twice as wide as Tony's. Well, it's not that much longer than yours, Tony, but it is twice as wide.
All right, editor,
No
cut
comment.
but see how they're running this. They're running this chunkster. It's 130 kV, and they're running it on 48 volts. So that's the 20
like a
12S
dinner
that we
break.
talked about.
Yeah.
12S on a 32-inch prop on 12S. If you go down a little bit and go down to say 65 kV on a 30-inch or a 32-inch, then look at this voltage. You're at 100 volts.
Yeah, but it must be swinging
That's
massive props.
24S.
65 kV. It's like probably 29
30 inch,
prop.
30
Yeah, 30
inch,
inch, yeah.
or 32 inch, and it's doing
The editor's
100
going to have a
volts.
field day. He's
It's pulling-
absolutely...
It's pulling
Everything.
28 kilos per corner at the top there. 28 kilos
The
each
thrust.
corner. Thrust each corner. So that is enough to lift, well, definitely lift
Me.
you, probably lift me as well.
Is this Stubby? Is he the Welsh lad?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
You're
there he
Cardiff.
is.
What part of
And
Cardiff?
how the heck do you get this thing going? Well, the answer is apparently this giant aluminium block. But I'm sure people aren't using this for X-Class because they
Nah.
just aren't. It must be for agricultural drones.
I
But
think so.
you can get this. It's only 60 amp though, so you need to be careful with the props. But it'll do 24S, 6 to 24S.
Yeah, but it's going to
What a
be
monster.
spinning just big stuff in it and not going
Yeah.
fast. Just heavy lifting. It's like talkie.
Yeah, agricultural. Yeah, it'll do 60 amps. That's not actually that many amps.
No.
Well, that says 80 amps.
There's
on there,
80
doesn't
on
it?
that, but
Yeah.
you need like 120.
Well, if you go really high voltage, you don't need 120 because every time you increase the voltage, you can drop the amps a bit. So
Indeed.
just depends. Depends how you balance it out, I guess, what prop you use. I was just impressed by all the just crazy stuff that I didn't even realize existed. Like 100, there's another 120 kV,
Have you seen the
8
big
centimeter.
agricultural
Okay.
drones?
I've seen one or two. I got kind of fascinated by them when
I
I first
did.
started getting into drone stuff.
There's I watch a channel in America. There's a guy turns up with a trailer, and he's got these just humongous DJI crop drones, hot swappable batteries, programs it to go and fly out and spray the crops. They're huge, and then they come back, lands, fill gallons of this liquid back in, hot swaps a battery in, and it sends it out and just turns up at people's farms in America. You know, they're vast, massive bloody places, and just these twin drones fly along, and then there's another one scanning on top. It's brilliant. Absolutely
Well,
brilliant.
imagine if you can carry if you're getting in excess of 10 kilos of thrust on each corner, and your quad maybe weighs 10 kilos, that means your payload capacity is in like the 20 to 30 kilo range. And that's nuts. That'd be like 20 liters of whatever you want to spray on your crops, I guess. Which is like, you could carry a case of beer and still have like enough power for quite acro handling. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
He's from Pontypool, but Pontypool.
That's it.
It's not from
he's got a 12S
Cardiff.
Thor now, so.
From Ponty.
So when you free Jack for the
What's 4 comp?
I don't know. I'm gonna go see Frank Saturday, I think.
Okay.
He said all comp.
Field oriented control. I don't see where it says 4 comp. FOC it says on it. FOC. Field oriented control.
One for you, editor.
The principle of FOC is to control motor output via the adjustment of current flow and angle. Angle of current? I think this has been mistranslated in a hilarious way.
Normally happens with the Chinese stuff. No
Yeah.
offense. Am I allowed to say that or not?
Don't know.
I mean, it's pretty factually correct. I'm sure we'd do a worse job if we were trying to sell stuff to China. Imagine British people trying to write Chinese. I think it would be just terrible in many ways.
Yeah.
Agree.
Tony's trying to sell like a horse or something.
Donkey.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, don't worry. 2 orders. I know. I got a link. I got to finish setting it up. I didn't realise that it didn't work. I might have to message you, Richard.
What's happened?
Free
here?
opium with every order. I know.
Sorry, pardon me. Did you say free opium with every order?
Yep.
Oh, right.
That's what Andrew said.
Fair enough.
That's what he said.
First orders only. Catnip. It's catnip. I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble for like sending catnip impregnated cards over to Australia.
Yeah, they're quite hot on that.
How did you get away with that?
Organic materials.
Don't know.
Yeah, they don't let anything in the country. Organic or rotting or anything. Like that.
Well, yeah, you'd have
I think
thought that,
sniffer
Caroline
dogs.
Tyler, wouldn't you? But we had Andy RC on here, and he seemed to be the only person that was involved in CADEX who was actually proofreading anything. So I think a lot of companies just don't bother. They're just like, yeah, whatever.
Just Google Translate. Sorry,
Done.
I can't get it back in.
That's another one.
Oh, for God's sake. People on top of the day, isn't it?
Oh, man, I'm dreading. God knows what he's going to get up to. It's probably going to be a whole song.
It could be on the intro.
We need to remind us, if any of you are Patreons and we're in the bonus part, we'll have to go through the editor.
And talk about Tony's Bell song.
Oh, the editor WhatsApp group, because he'll just sit there and just make songs and like edit pictures of Tony.
Like Cole's Wobble. Cole's Wobble song was amazing.
I know. There's loads of if you actually want a decent bonus pod, just remind us to talk about that. There's just loads of
Editor, can we get your choice cuts put up as a playlist on Spotify or something? Your LDO choice cuts.
Yes, that'd be sick.
I know. That'd be That's it. Greatest hits. Probably release a whole album by the time he's finished. It's like unreal. I'm gay, mum. That's a classic. Now I said it, so
That's
that's
still
probably
on
going to
my
be.
that's still on my trainer, so I should
Get the
remember
two
to
of
turn
you
that
saying
down when I
that.
go to a job.
I know, mate. We might have to get you just another Tyrannus that's like clean. I had catnip orders from Jack. Yeah, if I know you've got a cat, you will get a cat. Guys, that is all we've got time for.
The
Fail
dog
safe.
is look, I'm doing it again. Stubbsy,
Yeah.
the dog is
Fail
there.
safe. Any messages for the viewers?
Nothing particular, no.
Yeah,
No.
that's it.
Right.
Kiss Ultra
Keep
should
hitting
make
those
some
caps.
ESCs so that you can use those with a KK2 board.
The new Kiss Ultra chocolate ESCs.
Yeah,
Caroline says,
we're all-
"Don't be on fire."
yeah. Thanks, Caroline. Guys, thank you for tuning in. You've been watching Let's Drone Out. On my channel, in roughly about 14 minutes, I will have a premiere of an edit.
Which was done. Where was that? Where was we flying, and how many years ago was it?
Roaches with Andy RC
5 years
back
ago.
in 2018.
And
Yeah.
you've just edited it now.
I paid Cole to
Oh.
do it. Like, if Cole didn't do it, no one would see it. So yeah, tune in, go there. I'm also
What's
on
this
the
editing thing you talk about? Editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
You don't
that?
just
There's,
jam it on the internet and call it good.
yeah, I'm also on the Thursday night show from midnight till 1 as well. So it's thursdaynightshow.com. You've been joined by. You've been listening to Let's Drone Out. Thank you to all our lovely patrons. They keep us impartial. We're live every Thursday.
Thank you, patrons. Patrons are wonderful people.
Because of them and the lovely people that tune in. Come join us. Next week, we will be seeing how Failsafe did with the KKT board. You've been joined by everyone's favourite moustache, Stephen.
Good night.
Yeah.
Catch you on Jack's preview in a minute.
Yep. Failsafe, FPV.
Good night.
And my darling wife, Tony.
Bonjour.
Thank you. And I've been Brighton Till I Fly. See you over in my channel.
Bye.
Bye.
Is this the video